what type of message do you think that men are sending when they're liking up BBL pictures, dating BBL?
Exactly, you do it.
Everything you just said. No.
I don't care.
Everything you just said. Hold on. Everything you just said can be flipped.
Why do you care about a picture that he likes on Instagram or something?
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Listen to what she's saying.
That's not the point. Everything you've just said, you could flip it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is the guy that the girls are actually getting entangled with.
Get to
not
just around.
I'm liking a picture on Instagram. That's not the same level.
No,
that's not the point I'm making.
You get to run around. The one got BBLs on the head.
Hold on. 3 voices at the same time. One voice. Go on.
You're focusing on the wrong point. I'm saying that everything that you've just described to us is the same thing that can be said about men.
True. She's talking true.
Yeah, but explain it.
They never take accountability.
The same way, yeah. That you're saying, like, bro, what kind of message are the women sending out when they're dating guys that are living a certain lifestyle? It's the same thing that happens when guys are liking up pictures of dating girls that look a certain way. You're sending a message to girls, and that's why they will go and do certain procedures.
Yeah, but women are the ones that choose, though.
No, are you mad? Women take the lead from man.
Jesus of Nazareth. What?
Why you put Jesus in
women don't choose? You're saying women don't choose?
There's more women in the world than men, but women take the man lead.
But I don't even think I'll be so real. I don't think that matters.
You women here are telling me that women do not choose men. It's just men that choose women.
It depends what the dynamic is.
No, it depends exactly.
You've got a woman
dynamic.
No,
I'm talking about
it
most
is
of the
important.
time. I'm talking about most of the time.
Most of the time, guys.
Look, at the end of the day, King, not everybody is blessed enough to look like me that has bare options. You get it?
Yeah, I've got lots of options. I'm one of the least of a problem. I'm married.
Do you know what it is, King? I think I've clocked the problem.
Do you know why I'm going to disagree with Richard's comment?
You're constantly around. You're constantly
Sorry, Top Bob. Just
No. She needs to finish this. She needs to finish that. I want to hear this.
Look where you start. Let me tell you something.
No, answer my question, Richez. Who proposes to who?
The issue is, King, the issue is, you are constantly around women that are good looking, that have options, and then your mind has warped to think that every woman has options like that. A lot of women have to just deal with what they can.
Princess, can I ask you something?
I get millionaires.
Princess, can I ask you something?
Can I just say something?
Who proposes to who? Who proposes
but
to
guys,
who?
I feel like we have to make this distinction.
Which
one voice.
Sorry, just answer my question.
Can I just say something?
No, one voice.
Too much at one time, guys. One person.
Sorry, I just want to answer this question, then I'm done.
Let them be quiet. One voice at a time. Bev, go on.
Who proposes to who?
Men propose to women.
So then, don't you think men pick women then? Because
exactly.
No. How did you get to the point? Hold on. Stop making sound effects because you're not pulling this.
Men take men to the woman.
A
man could be with a woman who don't like her.
I'm speaking. I'm gonna start kicking people.
And he chooses the person.
Bruv, nah, you gotta go, fam. Like, you gotta abide by the rules or I'm kicking you, bro. Like, one voice, bro. Like, yeah? Because I don't know what you lot think this is, bro. Say it's circus, fam. Yeah? But anyway, as I was saying to Bev, you're saying, who proposes to who, though? And who gets on their knee? First of all, in that scenario, the man's getting down on a knee. That is a position of being a subordinate. Please take this ring from me and marry me. Oh, yeah, that looks very powerful. You look like you're in authority then, don't you? Because really and truly, you're asking the woman, will you be my wife? And she still has to accept or decline. So it's the woman actually choosing, isn't it?
No,
then, second point, yeah? You didn't just get from you saw the person outside and now he's proposing. No, there was a stage of you had to attract each other. And usually, it's the woman who has to accept the advances from the man, because it's usually the men that approach women. So the women are the ones that choose.
I hear what you're saying, but I feel like what it is. Yeah, I feel like the right word. I believe the right word is accept, not choose. I think that women have to
I try to reword it.
No, I think because I feel like
it's the same
everything you're saying is correct. It's just I don't
I know.
think it's a matter of choosing, because I feel like men definitely choose who they want to date, who they want to take out on a date, who they want to court, and who they want to take seriously. Because even when we talk about modern times, yeah, a lot of guys will say, you know, there's some girls that you just G, and then there's girls that you take seriously. So you guys choose in that aspect, right? Hold on. So I don't think it's necessarily that women choose; it's that we accept. Like you said, we have to accept.
Can I say something quick? Yeah. Can I just say something
You just
quick?
all you
And
did
I've clocked that
was
every time I
reword
make
what I
sense.
said.
Every time I make sense.
Guys, can I just say something quick?
I clocked it. Every time I'm making sense, you say,
Can I just
No, you're not.
Princess.
You're not though. You're not though. You're not though.
Can I just say
heard what you
something
said
quick?
though, but it's still the woman chose, because at the end of the day,
Guys.
are you going on like it's just one guy that approaches you, and now you only have this one option?
No. I
You're gonna have
get
multiple
what you're
guys,
saying, but not all women
especially
have that.
Even if you are average, just a flat, plain Jane average girl, you're not just gonna have one guy that approaches
But
you,
guys,
one
it's
guy on the
actually-
dating app, one guy sending you DMs. No,
But
you're gonna have multiple. So when you
Not
have
necessarily, King.
All right,
let me finish. If
Can
you
I
have
just say my
multiple
point?
guys, even if you have two men that are interested in you, guess what? You're gonna have to, guess what? Listen for it. Choose one of them.
Guys, I feel like this is actually pretty
I don't think it's
simple.
the same, because when you look at it side by side, a man may have multiple women that he's interested in, who's attracted to. He's gonna choose which one he wants to try and take seriously, and he doesn't bet in and whatever. Whereas a woman is gonna. You could say choose, but I think the more fitting word is accept. They're gonna accept what they think is best.
Princess, listen, the thing is, right, guys, it's actually really simple. Women just choose who they want to have sex with, and men choose who they want to marry. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, and then the guy still has to ask the woman, "Will you marry me?" So it's her
Okay,
decision
exactly,
if
that's
she's
what-
going to accept or
Let's
not.
be real. A man's not asking a woman to marry him if he doesn't actually think that she's gonna say yes.
So
It's a rhetorical question.
Obviously,
It's almost a
that's
rhetorical
obvious
question.
though. That's
Yeah, but
obvious.
it's almost like it's just honestly at this point it's almost a rhetorical question. You're not asking like you know what the answer's gonna be unless you
No,
haven't.
you don't know the
conversation.
answer. You don't know, because not every time a guy proposes, he gets yes.
But that's
What do you
because
mean?
they didn't have conversations prior. Do you
It
get it?
doesn't matter, bruv.
It does
There's
matter.
no guarantee. There's no guarantee. You can have a good idea, but there's no guarantee.
Let me ask you this, King. Are you
Yes.
gonna propose to a woman
Yes.
without truly feeling that she's gonna say yeah? Or are you
I'm
gonna
saying-
leave it
I'm
up?
saying
Are you
you
gonna actually let it be a genuine?
No, you can have a good idea. You could have had the conversations with her, but at the end of the day, there's no 1000% guarantee she's gonna say yes.
But the likeliness is gonna say yes because you've asked questions and you've done, you know what I'm
But
saying,
it's still her decision
I know,
at the
and
end of the day to say yes or no.
I don't really think
I'm not
women
saying
choose.
it's. I'm not saying it's 100%. That is not the claim I'm trying to make. I'm just saying that really and truly, when a man gets down on his knee, he has had the conversations prior. He knows that the answer is going to be yeah. The guys that get told
So
no,
why is it some guys get no?
But I'm about to tell you, the guys that get no are the guys that are trying to do this spontaneous thing and they think that they're on the same page, but they haven't had the conversations that needed to
The
be
thing
had.
is, Princess, I think that like men still choose as well, because the thing is, if women actually chose, I feel like we just pick the perfect guy all the time. So it's not really about that.
What?
Yeah.
You'd pick the perfect guy all the time.
Well, yeah. Because sometimes, because I feel like sometimes.
So
No,
why is it you lot don't?
Because I feel like sometimes women
So why
settle.
do you not have high mileage then? If you pick the perfect guy, why is it that you've
Well,
thrown box around?
ask women.
Why does it always
ask women
equate
with
to women having
perfect-
high mileage?
with high mileage? I don't know.
Guy, I can't deal with you, Rich. I swear down, I can't.
I'm just saying, innit? Like you.
Yeah,
you're
they are.
saying,
They are
women
picking. They
will
are
make
picking
the best
rubbish men.
choice.
They're picking
The whole
rubbish
point
men on
of
purpose.
the
They
whole
are.
reason we're even talking about this is because obviously, as Top Bob was saying, women make poor choices when they're younger, bruv. She just said it, bruv. Now you're saying, oh yeah, we would make the right,
Yeah,
we
but
pick
okay,
the right
but the
guy.
thing, but the, no,
Which
but
one
the-
of you's right and which one of you's wrong?
I think men choose.
I think I'm right. I don't think that women would pick the perfect guy.
I think because men pick their wives. Women don't pick their husbands. Men pick their wives. So I personally think men choose. Because as Top Barb was saying, you will have girls that you will G. You will have girls that you will take seriously. Yeah? And at the end of the day, like I said, the man is the one that proposes. So he's chosen that woman to be his wife, not vice versa.
She still has to accept though. It's not automatic.
So you're using the word accept now,
I get that, but like you said, women accept and men choose. Women accept and men choose.
That's down the line though. That's down the line.
It is women accept and men choose. The same way.
No, the woman chooses initially though.
I don't know.
You lot are skipping the initial
Wait, hold on.
beginning.
But the thing is, how does the woman choose initially if the men are supposed to be pursuing?
What? Men have to approach. Listen, men approach women.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that
we understand
choosing?
that. On
Isn't
the
that
whole,
him choosing?
on the whole, men approach women. Correct.
So isn't that in itself the choosing?
And let me ask you a little question. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you think majority of women find the majority of men attractive? No. The answer is a big fat no. Yeah? So when we know that to be true, yeah, more than likely, just the mathematics of it, yeah, the probability is you're going to be approached by a lot of men that you don't find attractive, bro.
Right.
Okay, so
if you're approached by a lot of men that you don't find attractive, you're going to disqualify them and reject them.
Okay,
and then the ones that do approach you that you find attractive, you're going to be like, okay, I'm gonna talk to this guy because you got to choose. You make a decision.
You
choose who you talk to and you choose who you don't.
I don't think that's the case, King. If it was a matter of if we're talking about women that have a bunch of suitors, then yes, it's a choice thing. But if we're talking about a woman that over the years have had to reject multiple men, and then one man comes along, but she has no other prospects. That's not a choice. You're accepting. There's a difference. Hold on. That is more reflective of reality than what you're trying to say. You think,
so you're talking about women.
Hold on, King. Hold on, 2 seconds. Again, I said it before. I'll say it again. I think that you think most women, when it comes to dating, their dating life is one of a high value woman that's highly sought after. That's not the case. Most women do not have. No. But that's what it sounds like where you're coming from, because the only way a woman would be able to choose is if she has options, and not all women have a plethora of options to choose from. They just have to accept what is the best, and a lot of women have to settle. That is the truth of the situation.
So she's gonna pick one of these guys out of her pool of guys, right?
I think
maybe not. It might not even.
She's gonna accept the best offer.
Even if she only has two guys, listen. Even if she has two guys interested in her, she's got to pick one, right?
Okay, but Richie, hold on. No. Do you think it's fair to say
no?
Because okay, put it like this, Richez. Put it like this, yeah. Put it like this. If I've got two, if I had two, what's the word? What's the word when someone's acceptable? Candidates.
Suitors.
Okay, we'll go with suitors. If I had two suitors, yeah, two people that do fit my criteria, I find them attractive, yes, that is a choice. But if one of them is not matching my criteria, is not aligning with my criteria, and one of them is, that's not it's not even a choice. It's not even a decision. I'm rejecting one and I'm accepting one. I'm accepting one and rejecting the other. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but so what though? You're making essentially
what I've been trying to say.
Scenario though.
That is
specific.
Yeah, but that is what I've been
generalizing. You're making it specific.
But that is what I've been trying to articulate to you this whole time.
Why would I be thinking about your specific scenario?
Because what I'm trying to explain to you is that not all women have perfect suitors lined up. That's just not the case. They have to reject you guys because they're not suitable.
Bro, nobody's perfect.
But don't men have choices?
Oh my God, that is not the point, Richez.
Then
Wait,
don't say
Richez,
it then.
so wait,
That's not the
Richez,
point.
how does he
No,
feel?
Say
you're
it then.
misunderstanding what I'm telling you.
Wait,
I'm not.
Princess,
I'm telling
understand what
you.
you're
Long
saying.
story short, Richez, is what I'm trying to tell you is that to make a choice, there would have to be multiple choices that are acceptable. But the reality is, a lot of women don't have bunch of suitors that
And that's based on their own dating requirements.
Yeah.
Wait, so Richard,
Yeah,
how
their
do you
own
feel?
choices and what they want in life. So it's their choice. Because if their dating requirements wasn't as strict, then they would have a bigger pool of men that they would be open to. So again, it's back to their choices, bruv.
How do you
Like,
feel?
how do you not get this?
How do you not get this? Is insane.
How do you
It's
feel about the
honestly
statement that women choose
concerning.
their boyfriends and men choose their wives? What about that?
I will agree with that. I will agree with that. Men choose commitment. I would agree with that.
So then how come you flogged me when I said that?
No,
that's what I'm saying. So isn't that the ultimate? Isn't that the ultimate thing? Commitment. So that means men
because you're jumping
choose.
all the way to marriage. You're jumping from all the way to marriage. You're forgetting
wrong
all
with
the
that?
steps that got to there. It didn't happen in a day.
What-
in
what
a
All these
fortnight.
steps are not real. The only
Yeah, they're
real
not real.
commitment
I can't
is
lie,
marriage.
because
So
Richie,
The only
if
real
a
If we
man,
go
commitment
by
is
your
marriage.
logic, yeah. If we
That's
go
the
by
real
your logic,
commitment.
if we go
if
by
a
your
real,
logic,
if
yeah,
a man
that
wants to
means
marry you, he'll marry
if
you.
we,
So.
hey,
And he won't, he won't
look,
dilly dally or anything.
quiet. If we go by your logic, yeah, that means every guy, yeah, every woman that every guy really wants to be with, they can just holler at them. The next day, they can propose. Next day, the man chooses to make her his wife, and then
Marriage
that's
is
it.
serious. These boyfriend-girlfriend relationships aren't serious. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
That's
in the
point.
beginning, though, the woman
In the beginning,
has
what?
to. The woman has to choose to
Not
talk to the guy in the
necessarily.
beginning, bruv. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, without
No,
that
because I
vital
think
part,
no,
there's
actually,
nothing.
because
Listen,
the men are the
without that
pursuers,
vital
and
step, listen, without that vital step in the beginning, at the very start, there's nothing. There's nothing warning at all.
so you think just because a woman is reciprocating, that means she's choosing and stuff. That's what you're saying.
Well, if she accepts your advances and rejects everybody else, what else can it be?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think men are the ones who
What don't
choose.
you know? What don't you
No,
know?
because I feel like they have more ultimate power. So I think that they do proper choosing. So
They have ultimate power, whatever that means, bruv. Bro, listen, Bethany, please, this is really simple, yeah? Let's say the perfect guy on paper comes to you and approaches you, yeah?
someone said a man
No,
picks and a
I don't
woman
care what someone
chooses.
said. Listen to what I'm saying. If the perfect guy on paper comes to you, yeah? And he approaches you and says, Bethany, I really like you, and I really see that there's potential between me and you, yeah? Can I get your number so I can talk to you another time and arrange a date? And you say, nah, I'm not feeling you, nah. Then what's going to happen from that point on?
What do you mean? What's gonna happen from that point on?
I mean, what's going to happen? What happens after that? What happens between you and that guy after that?
Nothing.
Nothing, exactly. That's it. That's my point. Because you chose to make it be like that. Now, on the other hand, if the guy, on paper comes to you and says, oh, yeah, Bethany, I really like you. Can I get your number so we can go on a date? And you say, yeah, take my number. And then you actually speak to him. Because remember, he's got your number. So now he has to call you or text you. And you choose whether you're going to talk to him. And you choose whether you're going to go on that first date with him. Then who had the power in that dynamic?
I wouldn't even have been in that situation if the guy didn't approach me in the first place.
Who's got the power in that dynamic?
So the
Who's got the
man
power in that dynamic?
is
I'm not
choosing.
gonna let you change the narrative.
He's picking.
Who had the power in that dynamic?